Jeremy Clarkson, Gary Barlow, Alexandra Armstrong, Alan Carr and Kirsty Young. It seems like an all-star cast for a television event, but it is in fact just some of the many A-list celebrities who have moved into West Oxfordshire over the very recent years. With more and more coming into the area, we ask...
Why would you want to move to West Oxfordshire? Well, firstly, it's just an absolutely fabulous part of the country. Rolling Cotswold countryside. It's just a really lovely environment to live in. And over the last many years, in fact, we've seen a gradual migration, particularly from London, people wanting to escape from congestion charging, pollution, threats of terrorism, to come out to the Cotswolds to live, because it's a beautiful environment.
We have some wonderful countryside, we have some beautifully attractive market towns like Burford. We're absolutely on the doorstep of the Cotswolds. We have a wonderful built and natural heritage. We have very low crime rate, some superb schools, and to cap it all, we have wonderful links to London. So it really is the place to live, I think. It's fast becoming the place to live in England.
So with Ronnie Ancona and Spandau Ballet's Tony Hadley recently also becoming OX postcode owners, is it the type of properties that are attracting celebrities?
If you look at the sort of properties the A-list celebrities probably buy, the ones that I look at and drool over fortunately several times with the properties we sell. If you look at the properties that are available on the internet these days, there are some super middle upper price properties, and therefore they've got a good choice. They also come with good sized plots as well. I think some of the more expensive properties in the more expensive parts of the country are big houses on small plots, whereas here you're quite easy to get somewhere on an acre or so and you're sat in the middle of it. It's just beautiful countryside to be a part of. The countryside rolls quite nicely in West Oxfordshire, and some of the village homes that we sell have views across the undulating countryside across maybe to Blenheim Palace or somewhere, and it's the sort of view that you can't get in many other parts of the country.
People don't come to the Cotswolds because it's a centre of employment. They come here because it's a nice place to live. And people's working practices these days enable them to live where they'd like to live rather than where they have to live. I myself, I was born in the northeast of England, and if you look at society there, the villages in the collieries grew up because you needed to be in cycling distance of the pithead. If you come down here, people ask, is there a mainline station nearby, and does it have broadband? It's a completely different set of criteria that people are, or different set of boxes that people are looking to tick to decide where exactly it is they want to live.
With Chelsea Clinton looking at property in West Oxfordshire to live in during her Oxford education, Jason Donovan and Richard Hammond joining celebrity friends within the area, and high-profile pop star Alex James claiming that moving to West Oxfordshire saved his life, taking him away from the excesses of his past life. Is it a new trend that we are becoming more celebrity populated than the West End of London?
But it's not really a modern thing. It's not a recent phenomenon. I mean, we've had celebrities coming up here for many years. John Entwistle, the bass player of The Who, he bought Corwood many years ago in Stowe, a beautiful family house set in its own grounds. And again, he didn't want the grounds particularly because he wanted to get into farming or horse riding or anything like that, but they want seclusion. They want something that's safe and can keep them away from the prying eyes of the public. Keith Moon from the same band also bought the Crown and Cushion Hotel up in Chipping Norton. So it's not a new phenomena, celebrities coming to this area. They've been coming to this area for many years. But I think it is, A, because it's a beautiful place, and B, if you need to get anywhere, it's relatively easy to get onto the A40 to the M40 or to get onto a train or get to an international airport.
Michael Jackson was even known to have looked at a property within West Oxfordshire and stayed at Blenheim Palace shortly before his death. Is there a secret as to why our beautiful part of the world is so attractive?
I think the secret is, certainly from a council perspective, is identifying what we do very well and what we should treasure and making sure we preserve that. And I think you can see that in Witney, all around us here. Witney has developed fantastically over the last few years, but always within character, with its tradition as a market town and with its historical character preserved. So I think it's a secret of valuing what you have and working very hard to keep it. And everybody's welcome to come here and live here and enjoy West Oxfordshire.